Monster.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Pete and welcome back to the Kubota Monster channel. My name is Pete and this is the Kubota Monster. So, you know we had 5 things I hate about the Kubota Monster. This is 5 things I love about my Kubota Monster. But before we get into those 5 things, I just want to follow up on the 5 things that I hate video. Got lots of comments back. I knew I was going to get lots of comments back, and a handful of you guys got the gist of the video and replied back with what your dislikes or what things you hate or would change on yours. Most of you guys tried to point me in the right direction, maybe try this, do this, that, you know, and that's fine. I appreciate that. But just to let you guys know, I already have spacers and the wheels are loaded with fluid for the tipsiness. And then some of you guys took it as I was attacking Kubota and everything that I said was, you know, a blanket statement and all of them were this way and everybody is experiencing that, and I really don't know where you guys came up with that stuff. It's amazing, you know. The responses I get back sort of mimic the world we live in right now, how one thing is said and, you know, 2 people see it too differently, let's try this again. I say, okay. I don't know, this might be in the blooper reel at the end. But when something is said, 2 people see it totally different. The point of the 5 things I hate video was just to tell you things that I don't like about the machine. Doesn't mean that the machine's a bad machine or, you know, all the BX or all the Kubotas are garbage and I hate them all. Guys, that's not what it was. You love your wife, right? But there's some things that you don't like about her, right? You love your kids, but there's some things you don't like about them. You like your job, but there's some things you don't like about it. That's what that video is about. Hopefully that clarifies things and you guys understand. Okay, so now let's get to the 5 things that I love about my BX. So just like the last video, we're going to start off at number 5 and I'll work our way down to number 1. I wrote it down here so I don't forget it. And the number 5 thing that I love about my Kubota Monster, my BX23S, is this thing right here. This cab. It is beautiful, it is awesome, and yes, it is expensive, but now that the heater's working in there, I think I'm going to have a joyous winter. And even when it was hot outside, it really wasn't that bad in there. It actually worked like a sunshade. It kept me out of the elements. All I did was open up the windows. If you want, you could pop off the doors. But yes, this thing, I love this thing. It is so freaking awesome. This is the reason why I moved from my X739 to this and not a John Deere 1025R, because even though you can get a cab on a 1035R or 1025R. I don't know why I keep saying 1035R. 1025R, it does not come with a backhoe. So when doing my research and I saw that Kubota offered a cab for this model and the specs, the height specs, had it fit in a normal garage door height, 7-foot height, I was sold, and it still had backhoe capabilities. I said, this is the machine for me because this is the cab that I want. So that was number 5. That's a good start, right? I love you, cab. Number 4, the machine overall is very user friendly. And I like that because coming from, I grew up with a push lawnmower. Then my father had a little old snapper ride-on lawnmower. Then when I got my own lawnmower, I went to a Craftsman ride-on lawnmower, and then to my John Deere X739. And for all intents and purposes, those are all pretty much ride-on lawnmowers. Even the John Deere was a super lawnmower, okay, that had attachments and stuff that you can use. But this thing really is, all-in-one Swiss Army knife, and it's very easy to use. It's very user-friendly. If you've never owned a tractor before, you can definitely hop into this thing and pick it up slowly. Like me, I'm picking things up slowly. The loader still gives me a fit when I try to put it on. The backhoe I got down, it's pretty simple, the backhoe, but the loader still gives me a fit. I still have fits with the 3-point hitch and stuff like that, but I'm sure over time I will get better at things, and that's only because it's very user friendly. So let's go to number 3, the top 3. My phone keeps shutting off here. 3. Okay. What I love about this machine is that it comes with the loader and the backhoe, and not only that I can add different things to it, like the grapple and the 3-point hitch with the quick hitch on the back, which I do have, guys. I do have a quick hitch. I do have the Q05 Land Pride quick hitch, and it's just so versatile. And like I said, it's a Swiss Army knife. Sure, we can't move mountains with it like, the big tractors, but for a homeowner wanting to move stone and dirt and mulch and stuff like that, dig a few holes to put some trees in and just take care of your property and have it really look good, this is the machine, and I love it. It's like changed my life. I'm still working hard outside, but I'm definitely not working as hard. This thing has really picked up the slack for me. So, number 2, continuing on that same motto, the number 2 thing that I love about my Kubota BX23, the Kubota Monster, that's right, I came up with that name, and I will copyright it if somebody tries to copy me, is that it's built like a tank. It is strong. You feel how well made it is. It really is a solid piece of equipment. I have a very bumpy lot. You guys have heard me say that before. And my Craftsman, over a year going through this lot and those bumps, you could hear it falling apart, falling to pieces, things starting to squeak, things falling off. And so far so good with this thing, knock on wood, but I really don't think I'm going to have that problem with this machine. It is really, when I look at it and I touch it and I feel it, and I'm just like, I'm impressed every time I look at it, how beefy, solid, compact. It's really a small tank. If you guys are in the market for a subcompact like this, I don't know about any of the other brands, okay, but I definitely can tell you that this thing is built well and should last you a lifetime if you take care of it. So the number 1 thing that I love about this Kubota Monster right here is it is made in America. I love that. I love that this is made in America. being former military, I'm very pro-military, pro-serve your country, and pro-country. I love my country, and I love that things are built here, made here, and I wish more things were built and made here, but we won't get into that whole talk because that'll take about an hour. But something as simple as being made here in America is important to a lot of people. Now, I'm not putting down John Deere. I myself look at John Deere as being built here too, because they source other parts out, their engine, whatever. That don't mean anything to me. There's big, huge John Deere plants here, and for all intents and purposes, they're built here too in my mind. Anyway, but we're not going to argue about that. But it really is important to me anyway as a buyer that, you know what, I purchased something that was built here in America by fellow Americans, and you know, hopefully my purchase puts a couple bucks in their pocket and helps them live, and it's, you know, makes me proud that I have something that was built here in America and built so well, and is still cheaper than its competition. You know, maybe not by much, but a few bucks counts here and there. So that is my 5 things that I love about my Kubota Monster, my BX23S. And right in the description below, what you guys love about your Kubotas or your tractors in general. I don't discriminate. My neighbor has a John Deere. My neighbor over by him has a Massey Ferguson. Another neighbor down there has a Mahindra. So we love them all. But mine is the best one out of all of them. Shh, don't tell nobody. But write down below what your favorite 1 thing, 2 things, 5 things, whatever is about your tractor. And really interested to see you guys. And any questions, keep them below. Please hit that like button. Thank you guys so much for all your feedback. And I love it. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
The Kubota Monster.